Hi everybody, welcome to part 2 of my collective energy reading. This section I will be doing 2 card pulls, I think, for each zodiac sign. So it's going to be a brief message of the collective energies of what I'm feeling for those signs. Okay, so I'm going to start off with Aries, and I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to assist me with this, if he may. Thank you and amen. Ooh, that one popped up. Oh my goodness. Aries, what's happening here? Okay, all right. This one. Oh wait, there's a lot that are stuck here. Hold on. Show me. This one. Okay, thank you. Aries, you got 2 cards. First one is free will. I am sweaty. Second card, divine perfection. Okay, so the first card says change your life now. Follow your heart. With every action you take or do not take, you are actively paving your way to your destiny. Now with this series or whatever, it's for your moon rising and what is it, sun sign in Aries. So check which one matches, because from what I'm picking up with this kind of looks like a key as well. This kind of looks similar too. I think there's a fear going on in terms of what you want to do. It's almost like I think you're overthinking how to do what it is that you want to do. Like too caught up in the details without having the courage to take the steps necessary to accomplish it. So it's almost like it's really in your head is what I'm feeling. Your planning is really meticulous in your head, but it's almost keeping you stuck there is what I'm feeling. I feel like it's like you want it done a certain way, but you have to understand that not everything is going to be perfect, and that perfection is an illusion. And in fact, a lot of people resonate more with folks who are just able to kind of let loose. They are able to relate more. It shows more vulnerability, and it allows people to kind of feel more safe and more comfortable and around you in terms of what it is that you're trying to do. And people will feel that if you step into that type of energy where there's no judgment, there's no controlling issues or anything like that. There's something to do with whatever it is that you're planning or whatever it is that you want to do in terms of your purpose. What's stopping you is this perfectionistic type of attitude in terms of needing things done in a certain way. They want me to talk about joy. Like when you're a kid and you do things out of joy, you're not thinking about how you look or like how things are presented, how things are set up. You're just doing it because it makes you happy. And you're actually also doing it without really thinking about other people. As long as you're not harming them, it's like your joy will be infectious. Like people will want to be part of that. So the card also says Archangel Melchizedek. So I don't know if that's like an angel that you work with. I don't know much about Melchizedek, but I feel like he's very powerful. And I feel like he knows, like, it's almost like part of all the chakras, 12th chakra maybe. And selenite, which is very crown chakra orientated, and also an aura cleanse. So maybe it's about leaving distractions out, cleansing your aura and checking in on your chakras, you know, like making sure they're nice and clear, and so that you can get clear on what it is that you want to do. Okay, thank you, Aries, for tuning in. The next one, it's on my list here, Taurus. Okay, Taurus. What is the message? That just wanted to come out right away. 2 cards for each. Oh, okay. Oh, wow, Taurus. Wow. Okay, so the first card that comes through is Influence. Very powerful card. So it says, many people are able to resonate with you at this time. Be true to who you are. Widespread influence and the power of alignment. This card also relates to music and dance. So maybe there's something that's like in resonance with you. Maybe there's lyrics that really keep popping in your head. There's something about that that you need to pay attention to. Another thing with this card is that like what you have to say matters. People hear you at this time. People resonate with you at this time. There's something about you that people are drawn to at this time. So make sure that you're using your power wisely and carefully, and focusing on like what it is that you want to create for yourself, and also what type of service do you provide for other people. You know, abundance comes when we are serving or have service to other people. What can we provide to serve other people? And I think right now is a great time to know what it is that you can provide and just to go for it and be fearless about it. Okay. The second card, Archangel Metatron, in clear quartz, and it says power. Okay. Influence and power, like really. Very, very powerful cards. Archangel Metatron really is about, it's like Akashic records. He is very straightforward. He talks about the balance of dark and light. So he also talks about how we can take contrasting moments and to kind of transform them in ways where we see more light, or how can we convey more light because of those dark things. Like maybe you had to go through a lot of challenges in your life to be able to step into that power. Maybe people that you were around abused their power around you, and so now you know, because you are being gifted this power, influence, what are you going to do with that, knowing how it feels to be on the other end of being abused by power, or suppressed by power, or people like not using their power for the highest good. What are you gonna do with the power you hold? You know, like I think that's really, really like an important message in terms of the energies that are happening at this time. Clear quartz is very interesting. Clear quartz basically amplifies. Like, I don't know what's happening here, but like Taurus, something is amplifying for you. So it's whatever you're focusing on, it's going to amplify. So it's very important to know what it is that you want to do. And I think Archangel Metatron kind of helps balance that, because I feel like some folks kind of don't really know when they're going too much in a direction that may not be very good. But I think you're going to be just fine. If you're being guided by him, I think you're going to be just fine. So that's kind of the message I got for you. Thank you, Taurus. Third, Cancer. Cancerians, what do you need to know? Okay, there's one card here. Ooh. Oh, goodness. Oh, my. Miracles. Okay, this is a very powerful card. It says, all answers reside within you. Take time to meditate and connect to spirit, the power of a prayer. And the second card, Goddess Sekhmet and Fire Agate, Passion of the Lion Heart. Interesting. So with the Miracle card, I feel like it could be like an answered prayer, but it can also be It can also have something to do with releasing control of something that maybe you've held on to for too long. Like maybe something is out of your control and it was hard for you to let go of it. So it's almost like divine intervention has to kind of step in to kind of deal with that. And divine intervention can also be moving people or things away from you as a way of protecting you. Okay, maybe it's like no longer serving you. Maybe it's causing a distraction for you. Whatever it is, it's making way for this energy that's coming through, which is focusing on your passions at this time. There's a lot of sacral energy, a lot of rooted energy here, where it's like you have prayed for a solution or for certain goals to manifest in the energetic world, but now you have to get back into your body and focus on the physical world of getting it done, right? So it works hand in hand. So you have spirit helping you, hearing your call, but then you also have to do the action steps. So it's the physical connection with the mind and the energies and your ancestors together, working together in co-creating what it is that you set forth. So at this time, it's really about grounding yourself, maybe going for walks, meditating, journaling, setting goals, and being kind of firm with your goals in what you wish to accomplish at this time. Especially when you've sent your prayers and you let it go, this is kind of what needs to happen. So you got to put some work in during this time is what I'm feeling. Okay, thank you, Cancerians. Fourth one, let's do Gemini. Oh, it's very Gemini. Oh, ooh, what's going on, Gemini? First card I got is stand up for yourself. So this card is also about alignment. Okay, stand up for yourself. Could be maybe you're going through some challenges at this time. Because your second card here, Ascended Master Buddha and Peridot, Wild Compassion. Okay, so what I'm picking up from these two cards is that there's something going on in terms of, I almost feel like people more versus your job versus other things. It's like people are maybe either not supportive of what it is you want to do, they don't believe in you, or like there's some sort of energy that is kind of making you kind of doubt what it is you came here to do. And I think Spirit is trying to tell you that you should stand up for what it is that feels right for you and for your calling as well. And also not to take it personally what they're doing, because it's so easy to take it personally. But they're saying by extending compassion to them, by forgiving them, by seeing their perspective, doesn't mean you have to internalize it, but it just means understanding who they are, where they're at, why they are doing this. It helps you kind of not take it personally. It helps you, Gemini is very intellectual. It's like you're gonna like mentally think about it logically, and you're gonna think about it a lot. So if you think about it in a way where it's like, I understand logically where this person is coming from, and I know it is nothing to do with me, I still need to kind of do what it is that I came here to do. Because Peridot is also about opening your heart. Okay, it's about opening up your heart chakra. So even though you understand someone, it doesn't necessarily mean that they are allowed to kind of keep crossing boundaries with you. You're able to kind of understand them, love them for who they are, and leave them there. while you kind of focus on what it is that you need to do. Don't let their opinions stop you from achieving what it is that you came here to do. Okay? That's the message I got for you, Gemini. So thank you. Oh my God, it's so hot in here. Anyways, it's like very quiet in the house. What's my next one? Virgo. Virgo. What do we got here? Virgo. What's happening for Virgo? I just keep smiling. I am smiling. Oh, jeez. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay. This is why I'm smiling. Ooh. This is very, like, contradictory cards. The first one is adventure. Okay? A new and exciting opportunity is made available to you now. Travel and exploration, someone who is clever and mischievous. So maybe there is a travel opportunity coming up. Maybe there's opportunities coming up for you. Extending and making new contracts with friends, new business contracts, something. There's something going on that's kind of brewing in the background. Because your second card here says Archangel Remiel and Aragonite. It says rest, which is kind of weird, right? How can you travel and rest? And like, how can you be on an adventure and rest? Okay, so when I see these cards, what it tells me is that you need to start letting go of control in terms of flowing with opportunities that will present themselves to you, but at the same time, like, do not seek them. They will come to you as long as you're able to stay and maintain your alignment with yourself. It's almost like trying to not be so busy. I know that sounds hard. You know, sometimes Virgo, you want to plan things out and you have a certain goal or a certain way things are supposed to play out, and Spirit is saying no. If you plan everything out from start to finish, you are not going to allow space in your journey that will have surprises and miracles and new connections. Because your mind cannot logically comprehend the amount of probabilities out there that things can come into your experience that will surprise you and make you really happy, that you didn't even know would make you happy, if that makes sense. So with this, I feel like Spirit is really saying to just kind of rest and stay grounded. It's a red crystal, so it's like being practical is good, focusing on your health, focusing on your wellness, and when and if an opportunity comes in, use your discernment into knowing which one you want to do, because you don't have to take them all, okay? It's no limit to what the universe will bring to you, but understand that when it does come in and the right one comes in, you will be grounded enough to know what's right for you, and you will be able to choose accordingly where you want to go. So this adventure has to do with going with the flow and releasing control. Okay, and I feel like this has to do with a sense of wonder and a sense of joy and healing your inner child as well, which is really important. You know, as we're finding our way home back to ourselves, it's basically us healing our inner child and being our inner child and enjoying life, right? So that's kind of what I'm getting for Virgo. Okay, thank you, Virgo. I hope this resonates, and I will see you later. Okay. So, number 6, I had to write this down because I won't remember. Libra. Oh, Libra. Libra, Libra. What do I see for you, Libra? Oh, okay. Libra, Libra. I really should be writing the timestamps. I will after this video, but I think, like, since this is my first go around, I wish I wrote it down as I was going. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Libra, what do we have here? Ooh. So the first card says justice will be served. This is a karma card. What goes out goes back in. You know, it's about karma. Okay? And I'm not going to be one of those readers that is just like super positive all the time. And, you know, it's good to be positive, but it's also good to be like very straightforward. This card comes up to me when somebody has maybe wronged you and you're wondering if a situation is being resolved. It also means, have you been doing your part? Have you been doing your inner work? Have you been kind of healing yourself and healing your karma, right? Like, there's things, it's both ways. The second card says goodwill. Okay, so it says to me that the good that you're putting into the world will come back to you. Okay, and whether you're like your purpose, if you're working towards that, you have to think of it in a bigger, expanded version. Like, a lot of times people think about service and doing stuff for their own self, and I think Spirit is wanting a bigger approach, where if you really want true abundance, you have to think about other people beyond your own circle. And I know that's hard, especially if a lot of people are in survival mode, because you just want to figure stuff out for your own self, right? Like, and you know what, we've all been there, and I don't judge anyone that does that. Like, if you need to focus on yourself and that's all you can do, you got to do what you got to do. Okay. But this card at this moment in time, it speaks to people who might be ready or have stepped out of survival mode, where they are kind of being called to really assess what it is that they want to do, not only for themselves, but how can they serve humanity? How can they broaden their scope? What can they do to give back, right? So goodwill is the card here. That's what it speaks to, that karma. It's like getting good karma flowing to the world, and it also comes back to you. So something about that, in terms of maybe there needs to be kind of a switch in like how folks are perceiving what they should be doing. They're not thinking broad enough. They're not thinking big enough. And I think Spirit is wanting you to expand your mind a little bit. Okay, so that's the reading I got for you, Libra. Thank you so much, and I will talk to you soon. Okay. So Sagittarius, what do we have for Sagittarius here? I think these cards are working really well together, honestly. Taking a deep breath, so it's almost like there's a sense of relief going on for Sagittariuses out there. Ooh, just one, you know. Gotta love it when Spirit gives so many cards. Show me which one. This one. Gotcha. Okay. Ooh. 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 Sagittarius gets share your wisdom with others. So this card is about knowledge, your life experience, your experiences, your challenges, what you did to overcome them. And look at this, goodwill. How are you going to take that knowledge that you have, your experiences that you have, and share it with the world? How are you going to do that? No, that's like exactly what Spirit wants you to think about. That is really the basis of like my first video. So you're right on track with what this is happening. What is holding you back from sharing your knowledge? What is holding you back from speaking your truth? And you know, for those who are ready to speak your truth, how are you going to go about it? Like, what are you going to do? You know, like, Spirit is calling you to let you know that your sacrifices and the things that you went through are not something that happened for no reason. It's because you could handle it, even though it was very difficult, but also something about you transmuting your generational line, and also to be able to teach others in whatever way that you need to teach. It doesn't have to be YouTube. It doesn't have to be digital. It can just be anything that resonates with you and how to teach your wisdom, share your wisdom. It could also be teaching your culture. You know, it's not just about like spiritual knowledge and stuff like that. It could be about like maintaining certain traditions and sharing your truth and your history. It could be those things as well. Giving back to Mother Earth, showing ways to kind of like plant certain types of vegetables and fruit in a certain way, growing certain herbs and like all of those things, that type of knowledge as well. So there's something about this where Spirit is asking you to share what it is that you know to better the world, because the right people will come and see you, and the right people will be drawn to your videos, and the ones who are not meant to be will not even notice it. They'll just go and do their own thing. So that's the message I have for you, Sagittarius. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you later. So the second one, the 8th one here, is Capricorn. Capricorn? What's going on? Cappy. Ooh. Capricorn. What do we have for Capricorn? Wow. So Capricorn, you got the card Focus. Focus, focus, focus. So it seems to me like there's something that really needs your attention, and it's like you need to get it done in a certain way, right? The second card is Angel Amitiel. I probably am not pronouncing that right, but, and Blue Obsidian, Revelation. Okay. This automatically looks to me as an Egyptian symbol. It's not, I don't think, but I'm getting the vibe of Egypt. So I don't know if you're connected to Egypt, or you have Goddess Isis around you, or you work with Goddess Isis, something. What I'm seeing here is that Spirit is asking you to, I almost feel like there are certain truths that are coming up for you at this time. You know, as collective energy, I was very much honing in on heart healing and forgiveness and just self-reflection. And what I'm seeing here is that this is a turning point for many of you. There are some truths that have been coming up, and maybe it was unexpected on some parts, where it's just like, oh, I didn't realize this meant this, or this linked to this, or my childhood wounds, this made me become like this, or whatever. There's some sort of deep revelations that are coming to the forefront for you. And focusing here has to do, I feel like it's more about focusing on that internal healing, that Akashic record healing, meditation. It's not really about doing stuff at this time for Capricorns. I feel like, physically, like outwardly. I mean, like, what I'm sensing here for Capricorns is really just focusing inside. There's a lot of work to be done on the inside, or revelations or understandings, misunderstandings may be coming up that are being cleared. Seeing things more clearly. Maybe you experienced a tower moment, or you didn't understand a situation with someone. Something is being cleared for you, so that you can begin to start to understand things in a bigger in a bigger perspective. And again, that comes with heart healing, understanding things from a wider perspective, a higher perspective. So that's kind of what I'm sensing for Capricorns at this time energetically. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will talk to you later. Okay, so Aquarius. Oh, Aquarius. Didn't we move into the age of Aquarius where we're just focusing more on humanity and just technology? Aquarius seems to be a very important sign for the next several years, to be honest. It's almost like their element in so many ways. Like, I'm not an astrologer, but this is what I'm feeling. Aquarius, is there a message you would like for me to know? Wow, loud and clear. Okay, let's do this. So, I think I love this card. So this is the main card that I was talking about at the beginning of the collective reading. Let your inner light shine. Okay? So you're in alignment with that energy. Okay? This card though. Ascended Master Mataji in Crimson Cuprite. It's red, so it's a lot of base chakra, relief and repair. I feel like this can be two things. There will be some that have done that healing work to kind of build more security within themselves and stability, because your base chakra is really about trusting the universe that you're going to be provided for, you'll be safe, that you are safe, so that you can embark on being the light that you are. Okay, you've overcome your fears to do that. However, I also feel like there will be those who are still working on this. There's like an insecurity or instability, or maybe they feel unsafe still. And during this time, Spirit is asking you to look within to kind of figure out what is holding you back from shining your light and being who you are. So it's one of two things. And I feel like it's more the latter, to be honest, for a lot of people. And this is such a deep red. And it's almost like black. So it's like earth chakra. It's like connecting to earth. Maybe you're in your mind a lot. Maybe you're thinking a lot. And Spirit is asking you to kind of get back into your body, whether that is to go do like a meditative walk, going out in nature, grounding yourself, moving your physical body. It's yoga, to kind of understand that it works both ways. So you can have a lot of ideas, but you also have to ground it, because you're a physical being. You're a human being. So in order to ground our ideas into reality, we have to kind of take physical action to do so. So this is really on point with exactly what I said in the first video. So you are exactly right there. Okay? So that's kind of what I got for Aquarius. I hope this reading resonates with you, and I will talk to you later. Okay, thank you. All right, so Pisces. Let's see what's happening for Pisces. Oh, let's get the first one. Just wants to jump right out there. Pisces. Dreamy Pisces. How are your dreams? Have they been very vivid? Have they been kind of crazy? I know my dreams have been. Oh, goodness gracious. Your first card is rejuvenation. Okay. Take time for yourself to recharge your energy, going on vacation, self-exploration. Second card, Ascended Master Babaji in Diamond, so it shall be. Wow, diamonds are very clear. Very clear. And I feel like it's like you need to take time for yourself in nature. Look at this person. It's almost like a person just like relaxing and fishing and just in nature, recharging, recuperating, organizing, reshuffling. There's a lot of deep internal work that's happening with Pisces at this time, because I feel like they're getting very clear on what it is that they're supposed to be doing. You know, Pisces is a very loving energy. It's very sensitive. It can pick up on so many emotions. Like, it's the yin and the yang. It's so much. It's in the dream state. And I feel like sometimes Pisces has a tendency to overgive, overshare, and be so much of everyone and everything, and they are not able to kind of really sit still to be themselves and to figure out what it is that they need to do. So when I see Pisces with this card, it's like telling me that you need to focus on you at this time. You've given so much to other people. It's time for you to really recuperate and really hone into what makes you happy, what sings in your heart, you know, what makes you joyous, and to get really clear on how that's going to be, right? Like, and I feel like, you know, diamonds are like, you know, typical, like, commitment. It's making commitments to yourself. It's being strict on the commitments to yourself. No longer being wishy-washy about things or wishy-washy about people. It's really about committing to what it is that you're gaining clarity on. Okay. So that's kind of what I got for you, Pisces. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will talk to you later. Okay. So, Scorpio. Scorpio. What is it that you need to know, Scorpio? Oh, this one. Okay, let's see. Ooh, very nice. First card, peace, resolution to a conflict, finding an alternative route, focus on peace. This was like a main card in the collective reading, which is that even though you might be going through a lot of stuff, if you focus on peace inside, even small things, romanticizing your life, doing little things that bring you peace and cultivate that more in your life, it'll expand to other aspects of your life, is what I'm getting here. Whew. So you have Ascended Master Mother Mary and Celestite, unconditional trust. So yeah, I do feel like with Scorpios, there's some stuff happening in your everyday things that are maybe out of your control and causing you quite a bit of stress. And that doesn't mean to look away from what's going on. It just means that understanding that what you're going through is temporary, as long as you are taking action steps to move towards what it is that you prefer. Okay, Mother Mary is such a loving, supportive guide and a master, and she is always about unconditional love, however, also not being an unconditional doormat to people. It's realizing that you can love someone and love them from far away. It's a realization that, you know, boundaries are your best friend. Kindness is different than being nice. Kindness has boundaries, and it's like niceness is people pleasing. So she's really almost kind of helping you understand boundaries, and also to work on self-love, I feel. And I feel like Celestite is, you're getting a lot of angelic support at this time as you're kind of transitioning or moving or to another, you know, thing, another place, another job or whatever. And I think it's also about forgiveness too. So maybe there's some people who have caused you a lot of pain, and you're just forgiving them and letting the situation go is what I'm picking up here. So that's kind of what I'm sensing at this time, and this is going to help lead you to where you need to be. But these little heart healing types of things is what Spirit is trying to help you at this time. Okay. I hope this reading helps, and I will talk to you later. Okay. Bye. Okay. Last but not least, Leo. Leo. Oh my God, look at that. I don't know if you saw that. Let's take that card out there. What does Leo want? What does Leo need? What is Leo needing at this time? Thank you and amen. Time for an adventure. This is one of my favorite cards, okay? Let's see what else here on the card. Oh God, Archangel Michael and Lapis Lazuli, the vision. It's highly intuitive. He's really talking, and throat chakra. He's really talking about trusting your intuition and not being afraid to speak up and speak your truth, okay? It's also, you're very protected at this time. Archangel Michael is very blunt and very straightforward, and he cuts cords like nothing. And he's telling you almost like you need to begin to start trusting that your life is going in a different direction that is going to bring you more joy and excitement. So this purpose or shining your light is going to lead you to different avenues and to different people, different situations, you know, different jobs maybe. And he's telling you that there's nothing to fear. Like, it's so loud. Like, this card, I know it's the same as every other card, but why does it feel so heavy? You know what I mean? Like, very stable, very secure, very fearless, like a boulder. Like, it's almost like nothing can get past this. You know, it's almost like you're so divinely protected that you shouldn't be afraid of the unknown. And maybe that's what that is. It's scary when we don't know exactly how things are gonna unfold, but there's something about it where it's like, but that's where all the adventure and the funness happens, right? Things that we didn't even expect, the surprises, the unexpected like twists and turns leads you to have more adventures and more joy. And I feel like Spirit is asking you to trust a little more and to know that you're safe and that there's nothing to fear, and that stepping into the unknown, taking that leap of faith, and is going to open doors to more opportunities that are so fulfilling for you that you probably didn't even expect. That's kind of what I got. And lucky you. I love Archangel Michael. This is an amazing card to have. And it's heavy. It's heavy. Why is it so heavy? Anyways, thank you, Leo. This is your reading, and I hope this resonates. And thank you for tuning in. And I will speak to you soon. Okay? So thank you so much for tuning in to this reading. And I hope these messages help you at this time. And thank you for letting me share my gift. And I am really excited to see what's going to happen in the next couple weeks, you know, as you all step into your purpose and shine your light. And thank you again, and have a good evening. Okay, bye.